I hope you are doing well. It's almost time for 2025 and soon we can start our new notebooks and planners and journals. This is something that I actually skipped because I'll be using the same setup I've been using since October this year. Well, almost the same. There's a few changes in my setup. But this video is made in collaboration with the brand Ohuhu. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm so sorry. But they were kind to send me this massive amount of absolutely beautiful, amazing markers. And I've kind of tested it enough to know that I love them. But I have not tested them with all my papers. I have not tested them with actually doing some journaling with them. So I thought I would wait until next year to do this, but I want to get started using all of these beautiful pens. And I also wanted to catch like a real reaction about the pens in this video. So I'm doing this now. We don't have any daylight left. It is, I think, 4 p.m. and it's absolutely dark outside. I'll show my TN first. It's gotten thick again, so I had this absolutely wild urge to move back completely into my traveler's notebook. This is how much I had left in my moleskine expanded. So I did what I've done many times before, grabbed my knife, took the pages off, made it into an insert and put it in my traveler's notebook. So in here I have my monthly planner, weekly planner, daily planner and my journal insert, which is now basically just writing. Okay. Yeah, so I have my beautiful aesthetic tapes on my hands. I just got them today for what is it called? Carpal tunnel syndrome. I don't know if the tapes are actually helping, but it kind of just reminds me, like, especially when I'm asleep, I tend to like curl up my hands like this. So it kind of reminds me to keep my hands in a nice position for the night so that I don't wake up with numb hands and with horrible pain. So yeah, it kind of helps in its own way. I also had a beautiful massage today, so I'm feeling quite good and relaxed. Even though I think I'm now almost 34 weeks pregnant, so I'm starting to slowly feel like I'm at like maximum capacity of, like, I don't know, just life. Yeah, so basically I've been super tired and just taking it easy and really ready for the next step. So Yeah. But after the massage today, I feel nice enough to chat with you guys a little bit, test these pens, and look how beautiful my chunky TN looks. Sometimes, sometimes I just need to have my traveler's notebook really chunked up. Okay. So what I wanted to do first is, yeah, what I wanted to do first is check out these color markers, because they have this swatch that I want to fill up. So it's 60 colors. This one is in 2 layers. So that's a lot. And they have 2 tips, like fine liner and then a brush. Now immediately when I look at this, like these earthy tones are my absolute favorite here, and I really want to fill up this color swatch. So I think what I might do now is film the process and then just really speed it up. So because I don't know how long it's gonna take, but I'm gonna speed it up, and you can stay with me. You can grab your drink, grab your journal along with me while I do this. All right. Okay, we have done the swatch, color swatch. If you look at this printed one, there are some differences, like in the first row. This one is more yellow than the printed one, but it's difficult to print the exact colors, I know. But I love that they provide this so you can swatch yourself and see what the colors actually are. I think they're really beautiful. Mostly I love these. Yeah, like these remind me of the ocean. And these are just like really beautiful earthy tones. And of course my favorite, the pinks, the purples. Let's just say I kind of love all the colors. Yeah, I like to use different colors in different moods. But let's test this on some of the papers. So I have this moleskine paper. I don't have high expectations because you guys know how the moleskine paper really doesn't like to take a lot of like inks or watercolors or colors of any kind actually. So wait, how will I set this? So I won't be surprised if this also bleeds through, because basically, you know, everything kind of bleeds through in this paper. That's why I use my Muji gel pens on the moleskine. Let's just test a few colors. So this is a brush tip. And I'm not super experienced like doing calligraphy with a soft brush tip like this. I usually need it to be like kind of sturdy. Yeah, I really like how it flows. And then on the other side you have this fine liner. This small little nib, which you can use I think this will be perfect to just like planning, color coding things, writing, getting a little bit more color to my planner. Yeah, we have a little bleed through, a lot of ghosting, but it's not that bad actually. I was expecting it to be worse. I'll try one of these ocean-like colors. few more layers. This definitely will bleed through of the moleskine paper. I love the bright colors. Yes. Yeah, now you have bleed through when you use more than a few layers, which is not surprising. Yeah, that's beautiful. But one thing that was really nice was actually that idea that you can use this also as a highlighter, which is really nice. So let's try it on here. I'll use this creamy peach. Yeah, I love this. Yeah, this works super well. Super well as a highlighter. Also, just beautiful. So this was the moleskine paper. And then I have my daily planner or daily, this is just daily tasks, notes, reminders. All of this artwork is by Erin Ware from her Patreon. I think they're really beautiful. But this is a sterling ink, so it's Tomoe River paper, or the new kind, whatever whatever paper they are using now. Here I do not expect bleed through, even with multiple layers. So let's see. Let's try one of these pinks. This is Dog Rose. A few layers. Yeah, a few layers bleed through this paper also a little bit, but one layer does not. Just looking at these colors, and they're so beautiful. Look. I feel like I want to eat them. So yeah, these are water-based markers, and they also have this colorless blender. Oops. Colorless blender. And I do not have any experience in using this kind of pen, so I'm gonna test it. And no, I have not checked out how you're supposed to use this. I'm just gonna try. So don't come at me if and when I do it wrong. Some blue. Let's do a little bit darker here. So, without knowing anything, I think maybe the blender is supposed to like blend these colors together. So, let's see. This kind of makes me nervous. No, I don't know how to use it. Or do I? No. I don't. Maybe I will have to check out some guides online. Okay, you just saw me embarrass myself here. I'm sorry, everyone who is an actual artist. Leave a comment and tell me how it's supposed to work. And I was also interested in testing if it will work. Like, I know some brush pens, they blend with water, so I don't know if this one is going to, but let's see, a little bit, yeah, not that much, so obviously it's not meant to do that. But there's a little blend, not like, oh, is it a Tombow or something? But that's nice because that means you can actually kind of paint or watercolor over it also. Okay, I have one more paper to test, and that is the MD paper. I will use this old testing spread. And which color? I'm gonna go with red. My guess is that the MD paper will take it better than any of the others. And I was right. Again, a few more layers. It does come through, but one layer does not at all. Not even two, but three layers. It does come through. I think these brushes will be with me mostly used for lettering in my journal. for highlighting, and then whenever I have my coloring books, I'm excited to try to color with these because there's so many color options. It will be beautiful. I have this coloring book with mandalas and beautiful flower things. But these fine liners will be used in my tracking and also in my planner, maybe for color coding things, maybe just adding a splash of color, because I always just use basically the black pen. There are a few things that I wrote in color, but sometimes you just want to add color or highlight something that you need to see from all of this mess here. So it will be done lettering like this, and then used to highlight stuff. Yeah. So tell me in the comments also your ideas. What would you use these? If this was yours, what would you do with it? What would you use these pens for? Oh, my cat wants to say hi. Here's her black fur and ears. She thinks it's feeding time, but it's not. What would you do with these? And give me some ideas also for planning and journaling. How would you use these in planning and journaling, if not specifically for an art project? Yeah. So I think we are done with these, and we can move on to the other pouch. Oh, I was supposed to show this. These water-based ink, non-toxic. Yeah. Paper durability. This is something I remember from my childhood, when you wanted to color something and then you would color in, and then the paper would just like start to kind of peel off, and I hated it when I was a child. Like, it was one of the worst things that could happen. So I had high standards even when I was a kid. So I really like that. These are not supposed to do that. Okay. Let's move on to the journal pens. I love the pouch they gave me. Look at this cute. I love the journal little frogs. So this has a dot tip and a calligraphy brush tip. The dot tip it's new to me, but oh my gosh, I tried it and it was so freaking cool. Just take a few of these out. I think this pouch has 24. Yes, 24 colors, and few of them are metallic, which I love. Okay. So let's just start with this purple, the dot tip. I think the dot tip is basically like this, which you can just press dots on with it. And the lighter you press, the smaller the dot, and the harder you press, the bigger. Okay, moleskine lets it straight through. But my immediate thought was like, oh my gosh, I need to do my lists with these, because this is so beautiful to put like a to-do list or reminders. So using it in my daily notebook. Obviously you can draw lines of different thickness, and then we have the calligraphy tip, which is this one I fell in love with. So when these first ones were brush pens, this is kind of a brush, but it's not soft. The tip is hard. So basically like this. So the harder you push or press, the thicker the line. And for me, doing lettering with this kind of tip is much easier than the soft one. I feel like it's simply much more easy to control. And I love it. Let's check out the metallic one. I think these are really freaking cool. And the metallic ones also don't come through the paper. But something I noticed, the other tip in the metallic ones is not flexible. So metallic doesn't get a flexible nib. But I still think they're super awesome. That was moleskine paper. This is, yeah, this is the sterling ink. And just, I love these dots because you can add different kind of decorations also. If you're someone who likes to add like a lot of polka dots in your journal page, because I do. And the fact that you can make a small one or a big one. This is so new to me, and I'm very, very pleasantly surprised. This is a normal brown one. Comes a little bit through of the sterling ink. smaller one doesn't bleed through. But this nib I love. I've always loved these kinds of pens with like a hard tip rather than soft tip. And then our empty paper. Here's a pink one. No bleed through. Let's do the metallic one. God, why do I think this is so cool? Do you guys think this is really cool? Yes. On empty paper there's no bleed through, which is really cool. Okay. So I'm thinking these journaling pens will definitely come to use as lettering, adding decorations, perhaps doing my to-do lists, because I don't know, I just love the dots, and tracking things, and it's easy to add color codes as well. So let me know don't know if you can hear that my cat's playing with her toy. Let me know, what would you do? What would be your idea on how would you use these dot tip pens, and how does it inspire you? Do you have any immediate ideas like, oh wow, I could use this dot for this and that? Yeah, I feel there's probably so many uses for it. So that's why I want to hear your ideas. Especially when it comes to planning, journaling, doing your bullet journal or whatever it is that you do. How would you use them? What would you do with it? Yeah, I think you will be seeing these. I don't usually do like plan or journal with me videos, because I tend to do my planning and journaling like in such small pieces. Like 5 minutes there and then 10 minutes here and like that. So I lost my mind. What was I about to say? Yeah, plan with me videos. I kind of wanna try and do some of those kinds of videos, but it's really difficult because I might just add like one sticker and then an hour later I will write something, and I never do it like I sit down and do everything on the spot, if that makes sense. So you will be seeing definitely these products in my future, if not videos, then on Instagram, and definitely on my pages, in my planner and in my journal. So yes, this was it, and I'm excited to start using these, like actually using these while I plan and while I journal. And what I love about this is that it comes in such a handy pouch. Like, this would be easy to take with you when you go to journal in a cafe or something. And also these markers, like it's really, I think it's really nicely packed. Everything stays in, everything has its own place, and it's not gonna fall out, right? Like I have many of these, I'm not giving you any brand examples, but some color pens or markers, and then it's just this flimsy plastic, and then they fly out everywhere, and the packaging is just not good. But these, I think also, guys, I think these are really affordable, if I remember right. Like, they are not hundreds of euros. So if you got inspired, check out this brand, because I'm really inspired by them, having them here. And I thank you for watching, and I thank the brand for sending this out for me to try. Leave your comments below, please. I'd love to hear what you think. I'd love to hear your ideas. I'd love to hear what you would use this for. Okay, I've been filming for an hour almost, so it's time to me to take a nap or something. See you on the next video. Bye.